Why are you hesitating to defend the man? Look at him. Look at his face. He looks like he's so about to cry. Defend him. Defend him. Monster. Knock it off, Trapper. You're no fun. Thank you, Authentic. I won't forget this. Well, I mean, I might. Every time I think too deeply, I seem to forget very specifically that my life beyond the basic of who I am as a person. I can press Pesa here.
I would have literally and I would have jumped with you.
Damn, dude. But that was still cool of you to stick up for me. I'm no expert, even though as an omnipotent narrator I probably should be. But I think that means it's time for the next activity. Okay. Seems like the next activity is mealtime. Point.
I love food.
You were expecting what? Capture the flag? You know how complicated it is to run a game like that? Much more so than sitting and talking. You arrive at the cookout area to find an assortment of picnic tables scattered around. What were you expecting? Some kind of grand hall with a huge banquet table? Banquet table? This ain't some prestigious fantasy epic. Dwight and Claudette usher you to the seat, but there's a very limited seating directly around you. Oh, great, terrific. It seems that everyone wants to sit next to you. Even better is that they don't want to sit next to certain other people either.
Oh.
To start, no one wants to sit next to Travel.
Well, obviously.
Meanwhile, he refuses to sit next to Wraith or Trickster.
Oh.
Oh yeah, Trickster is here. Surprise? Yeah, well, they don't call him expected, sir. I'm sorry, even I get nervous around crowds of killers, and my whole shtick gets a little flustered. Wow.
Hello, sir.
Hey there, you're looking good at Santic. Real good.
Ah.
I didn't know he was here. And we literally countless hunters and trappers sit together. No, seriously, their arms are too big. They can't fit at the table if they sit side by side. Look at this, we can't even fit everyone on the screen at the same time. You probably think it was an error, but it's not. It was completely intentional. Let that be a lesson to you. Every error you think is a choice. Got that? Okay, Dwight and Claudette are directing traffic. You sit on one side, the rest of them will sit opposite of you. Hunters and Trapper can sit next with their enormous sexy arms. Now that everyone's seated, we can begin dinner. The nice meal was prepared slowly and carefully with both love and hate for 12 hours over a spit. I hope you all enjoy. Well, really hope you did. Hey, you didn't actually tell us what you're serving. What are we eating? It's meat. Seasoned with a specific number of special herbs and spices that we simply can't divulge.
Nah.
That's a reference.
That is a reference.
My favorite. Meat is good. Meat is murder.
Oh god.
Which, you know, considering what you've been up to, who are you to get judgy now?
True.
I'm just sharing facts, and you need to murder some to eat its meat, so that's like, technically true. Technically true is the best kind of. Okay, enough yapping, let's eat. Oh yeah, Santic, you're thinking of what I'm thinking? It's gonna be a person on that spit, right? So several parts overlapping people, perhaps. I haven't seen many pigs wearing palm tree button-down prints, you know? When you look down at the spit, you spot what definitely appears to be scraps of fabric sandwiched between some layers of meat. I think I might be sick. Is there anything else to eat? This took 12 hours, and we do literally everything on this island. Actually, there's one thing you're not doing. You're not carving up this delectable meal. Oh, he's right for a change, because I am with my broad axe. It's the perfect tool for easily chopping anything in twain. First, who says twain? Sometimes I swear it's like we're all from completely different historical eras. Second, I'll handle this with my cleaver. Fast, powerful, and clean. At least it's clean when the meat is cooked. No blood. Ugh. You two and your ridiculous bicep swinging contest. Enough, grow up. Obviously, my gorgeous katana is the only option. Obs.
The pose is so cute.
It is. The hell it is. Or I'll show you both. Oh, I'll show you both my katana and send you to actual hell if you'd like.
Uh-oh. She angry.
Please stop, please. I hate it when we fight or talk or even when we look at each other in the eye. I can do it. I have the skull of Azeroth. Great, instead of slicing up, you can just club it to a second death. Hey, Atlantic, I know this isn't what you eat and I but hurry up and volunteer to carve up Felix. I mean, dinner. What? Otherwise, this will go on for hours. No hyperbole. Once they argue over who had the most effective weapons for 3 days straight. And it doesn't matter which one does it. When they've done, they will take even longer honing the weapons, all while explaining the value of maintaining your tools. Despite being a bunch of cold-blooded killers, for some reason, they're always terrified of tetanus.
For Felix.
Why don't you let me carve up dinner? Splendid idea. We'd had it to get cold. We hated when it got cold. He hated when it got cold. Here's a machete, freshly sharpened.
Oh.
Okay. You got it?
Okay.
This is actually really difficult.
So it's
Can we play in
same.
100? Oh, we're 120 FPS. Damn. We're ready. Oh.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, you need to. Yeah, click on ready.
Alright.
Alright. Here we go. Slice. Oh, you see it. So it's a bit easier this time.
Nice.
That's Felix.
But he looks delish.
Oof. Oh, this is hard, dudes. Oh, the more I look at it, the more I get dizzy.
You got this.
I can't.
You got this. You got this.
I was so far. That was pretty good. I'd like to see what you could do with a less clumsy weapon. Yeah, I said it. Machetes are dumb.
Dumb.
Dinner's finally served. For real. The sounds, especially coming from the masked killers while they eat, which involves lifting their masks and shoving food behind them, are nasty. Spirit, meanwhile, doesn't even eat. She's the only one who seems to be really embracing being dead. They're all dead, right? This is obviously hell, I mean. Come on, we're still trying to be mysterious here. You think mystery comes easy? Claudette and Dwight aren't the only ones who've been working their asses off to make this night perfect.
Oh?
At least they're lifting their mask. This is only 99% as disgusting as it could be if they just tried to smash stuff through there. Spirit, why aren't you hungry? The two best things about being dead is not having to eat. That's only one thing. Think about it, Authentic. Number two is... No number two. One less thing to think about in the afterlife.
She's straightforward. I like it.
Even if I were to eat, I have no idea what would actually follow. You might have noticed, but I'm mostly just a bunch of dismembered body parts floating in spectral form. Do you see how deep this cut on my abdomen is? I don't think my digestive tract connects anymore. Between the food and the behavior of the group, this might be the worst meal in history. But even worse is that they're staring at you. You're not eating, they don't like that. I think they want an explanation why. What do you want to tell them?
Look at that seagull. That's what I would do. And I would yeet away.
Go for it.
Look at that seagull!
Oh wow, you ever see a seagull that big? I haven't. That's incredible. Anyway, what were we talking about? Lame misdirect.
Oh heck.
Yeah, it's just right, Authentic. Pretty lame. Own who you are. Never compromise.
Ha!
Didn't you wash up on this island with my memory of who you are and how you got here? Yeah, you do, you poor thing. You have no idea the last time you ate a real meal, and you've been standing in the sun with a seagull.
Yeah, the seagull.
Oh, you just made a lot of good points. I swear. You're beginning to feel lightheaded.
Oh.
It waved at me. Maybe you need to eat to survive here. Either that or someone poisoned you. No, wait, you haven't eaten, so you can't be poisoned. Whatever the answer, you're clearly about to pass out. Oh, hey, it's me again. Your friend, mentor, and guide. Narrator to the narrator. The ocean. Not sure how I feel about that characterization, but I'll allow it. I brought you here, and I might be the only one who can help you now. There's only one thing you must do to survive. You have to figure out why you're really here. No one can tell you, not unless you follow the right path, or at least a right path.
Oh.
There's too many to choose to count. Hopefully, you pick at least one of them. Because there are even more wrong paths. Many of them lead to your demise, other leads to something even worse. Starting scene's over and having to fast forward back to where you were, am I right? For this place holds many secrets, even from itself. But the one that truly matters can only be learned if you answer the most important question. Oh, why are you here? Why are you here? Answer that and you learn the truth. The ultimate truth. Vague, mysterious, I gotta give it up to this ocean character. That's some quality early game storytelling. Hold on, I'm back. One more piece of advice. You've made many choices by now. Some of them I like, some of them I did not. It's in your best interest to make more choices that I like. You wake up to find a wraith holding your limp body, gingerly pouring cold water into your mouth.
No.
Now you're finally alone. Wraith looks at you eagerly. I don't care if the seagull actually waved at you, but I understand the feeling of looking at you from so far and wanting to reach out.
Oh. He's such a sweet
He's the best.
Yeah.
But, did it wave at you?
No.
Did we tell him the truth?
Yeah, we don't.
Oh. I think I said I swear! Oh my god. Right now's the nod of someone who's just realized that Authentic is a liar. He's disappointed in you. I'm disappointed in you. And you know, deep down, you're disappointed in you also. More so than usual.
Alex!
I'm sorry, I don't know which one's highlighted. Heck! Oh boy, looks like he's about to monologue. Now you've done it. How do I say this? It's just, honesty is important to me. I've been burned too many times. Something about the word burn makes Wraith looks far away, eyes brimming with tears and yet, at the same time, dead. I understand. Wraith looks back at you with those sad eyes, wants somebody to believe you. He looks down at the ground. I have something very important to tell you. It's about something very special to him. It's not something I tell everyone, but you know how important honesty is to me. I can't expect that from you if I'm not honest in return. bet he's got crabs.
No.
Oh, okay. It's about my special bell. What?
Wow.
It belonged to my father. He gave it to me before he and my mother, well, they had to go away. If I was ever in danger, I was supposed to ring this bell. It didn't really work, but it's all I have with my family with me. Wow, Ray, thank you for telling me. Here, hold it. Sound the alarms. What are you gonna do with this thing? Hold the bell delicately.
Yes.
Okay, so white is the highlighted one.
Yeah.
Oh, let's not mess it up. You caress the bell, running your fingers over its rusty. Is that dry blood? Why are you touching this thing? Thank you for sharing this important part of yourself. You hand the bell back. Red is looking out wistfully at the ocean. The ocean is beautiful. It's not real. None of this is.
What?
Wraith looks at you more intensely than ever. I don't know if you're ready to hear the truth. Just as things are ready to heating up, you hear a flurry of footsteps behind you, and you quickly spin around, ready to fend off whatever new danger has popped up on this strange island. Only to find its 20 gliders sprinting around the beach, clipboards in hand which they are waving in the air above their heads. It's very important that we stick to the itinerary and attend each event as scheduled. Playing sick for cute flirt points was not a part of this evening's activities. That's strictly slotted for an after campfire story time. At this rate, we'll be late. Playing sick? No, I was. No time for excuses. Well, there is, but that's scheduled for what? For after what comes after the flirting. Oh my god. Okay.
But I like to flirt.
Once everyone has gathered the fire pit, Dwight and Claudette quickly make an announcement. We're not going to blame anyone in particular, but someone, and we're not going to say who, so don't worry you, hasn't been sticking to the schedule. That means we're behind on time for evening activities. And we'll only have for one person to share their special spooky nighttime story. Just one story? But story time is my favorite activity. This is a narrative-heavy experience. You're telling us that only one person gets to share? How will we decide who? Oh, great. We have to decide as a group? That never goes well. Whoever did this, step up now. I swear I won't be angry. I'll merely chop your head clean off. No fuss, no muss.
Uh-oh.
Boys trembling realize it's probably for you, but you embrace your fate. Sorry everyone, I think we're just talking about me. To be honest, I still understand how this whole schedule thing works. I guess I lost track of time while I was passed out. Been there before, even though it's taken some pressure off of me, which is an absolute dream come true, is it really fair to pick on the newbie? Seriously, has anything here ever happened on schedule even once? Damn it, Donald, if you try to flex that authority gimmick one more time, so help me, I'll snap your head off so quick and then I'll drown you in his blood since your fuss and muss are back on. We all know you love to kill, it's almost all you talk about. Nobody named any names. Who even knows my names? Not us. I've announced my name. Who's Donald? Who's Dwight? Who even knows anymore? Call me nobody. We still gotta get started on story time, so.
Oh, do we need to pick?
Who do you think should go?
Oh no.
Please pick somebody quickly. This tropical vacation doesn't turn into a blah blah.
Oh.
Okay,
no.
so who do we pick?
Well, whose story is the most interesting to you? I feel like Trapper is just flexing about stuff.
I feel like Trapper wants to get things out of his system, and we've pissed him off. So maybe it's the right thing to let him speak. But it's also
want to see his muscles.
Yes, but it's all like Wraith said that it's his favorite too.
I don't think Spirit really cares.
No, I don't think she cares.
Huntress might have.
Huntress, she didn't go to school. She can't tell a story to save her life, probably. There's Trapper or Wraith.
You wanna flip a coin or?
No, we pick.
Okay.
I mean, Wraith was nice to us. We can pick him.
Yeah.
Whoa, this entire experience is really being careful crap to avoid an IP infringement lawsuit. Let's be careful with the catchphrases, will you? I'm not really one for scary stories. Life is scary enough as it is. You literally carry on our skull and spine as your little prop. As the other killers laugh, Wraith holds up his skull and goes into his hollow dark eye sockets. If you're looking for something Shakespearean in this story, look elsewhere. This is a tale of madness, of staring at the soul of death and never returning. Once upon a time, a young man worked at a junkyard. The man was quiet, kept to himself, just wanted to avoid trouble. While the boss dealt with clients, the young man operated the crusher, turning all cars into cubes of twisted metal. One day, right before crushing a car, he noticed something. Blood. Dripping from the trunk.
Oh no.
He opened it and found a frightened stranger bound and gagged. The young man reeled. Was he about to accidentally murder the stranger? How could this have happened? He freed the stranger, who ran off into the waiting arms of the boss, the owner of the junkyard. Before his shaken employee could tell him about the mistake they had nearly made, the boss took out a knife and swiftly slit the stranger's throat. The young man fell to his knees, unable to comprehend what was happening. As he stared at the ground, too shocked to cry, the boss approached him. "What do you do?" he asked the boss. "I did your job for you." "What do you mean? That's not my job. My job is to crush the cars." The boss let out a miserable, his face contorting in evil disdain for the pathetic wretch in front of him. "Why do you think we're crushing these cars? To save space? What do you think my clients are?" "I don't know," mumbled the young man. "Yes, you do. Deep down, you always known that was happening here. You just didn't want to admit it to yourself. Your hands aren't clean. My clients give me money and I take care of their problems, eliminate their witnesses, tie up their loose ends, or actually you do." "No," the young man whimpered, the boss towered above him. "Yes, you're nothing more than an executioner, and you've reaped hundreds of souls." The young man's body shook with soft spasms as he tried to stop crying. It was then the boss started laughing that it happened. Something in the young man changed. He stood up, now taller than the boss. A faint glimmer of fear overtook the snarl on the older man's face. The young man's face was empty. Empty as he grabbed the boss's throat and dragged him into the car in the crusher. Empty as he picked up the boss and stuffed him inside. Empty as he slammed the trunk down on him, its stupid fat head sticking out begging for mercy. Empty as he started the machine staring at the boss and its sniveling crying white face. Empty as he grabbed the boss's head, dug his finger in, further piercing the skin. Empty as he squeezed and pulled, empty as he heard bones popping and snapping. But when the boss's head, still attached to his spine, pulled cleanly out of its disgusting saga body, he smiled. Red stares back into the eye sockets of his skull. It doesn't matter how good you are, how innocent, how kind, how full of love you once were. When you look into the eyes of evil, you will surely go mad. An outward silence falls upon the room until...
Oh. What do you want to do?
So we can ask him about the story. We can praise him for how good the story was. Or make a joke.
Do you think if he would make a joke, he might take it the wrong way?
He might. If we ask, maybe he doesn't want to talk anymore. You can just congratulate him for the story.
Yeah.
And keep up to it. When you look into the eyes of evil, you'll surely go mad. My goodness, that is brilliant. I'm glad you didn't give us any Shakespeare, because that story makes Shakespeare look like a slack-jawed, moth-breathing idiot. Thank you. I'm too overcome. As you sit down, the other killers look at each other, unsure if you're joking. Thanks. Wraith, on the other hand, is absolutely sure you're joking. You might have gone a little overboard. On that note, everyone decides it's time to take a break and split up for a little bit so that they can all have a moment alone before bed. Everyone leaves and you're alone by the fire. The only thing you hear is the ocean slowly lapping against the shore.
That's so nice.
This is nice. A true moment of peace and tranquility lasts all of 7 seconds because Trickster shows up and he's blaring his latest song. "Hey baby, you look lonely, mind if I join you?"
Ugh. He's so
He
pushy.
doesn't wait for an answer. "I know you've been hearing from these guppies all day, but I want to hear something from a big fish like me, something special those in charge of this island don't want you to hear. I am the ultimate catch on the island, the only lobster in an ocean of sardines. No one can give you what I can. You just have to find me. Come on, find me, baby." Trickster believes you're a bit confused about what to make of his cryptic clues, but you aren't going to get any time to yourself to think about them just yet. Wraith approaches you.
Oh, hi.
"Hey, I'm probably not making a good impression because I guess it's not really my thing. I just know that if you got to know me then, look, the others aren't around. And I really hate the fire pit. I just kind of hate fire in general. Maybe we could go back to the pool? And I don't know, whatever, A dip in the pool with the Wraith? You've come a long way in a single day. I'm not saying you shouldn't follow him, an offer like that. Just don't forget our little talk."